Sticky scriptures.
Genesis 9:3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things.
Right, so look man, the Lord has put us on a planet, right, where you can eat anything you want, like the elder said, according to the dietary law. So you can eat meat. If meat was so detrimental to you, the Lord wouldn't allow you to eat meat. Yeah? So you can eat meat, you can eat herbs, but guess what? The Bible tells you a false balance is an abomination unto the Lord. Now the American diet, the American diet is actually brought forth through abundance. Did you know that? Alright. Hey, how do I know that? Because I'm into cooking, man. I love food, man. I'm into that. I go on Netflix and I watch the programs they got on food. And you had the one, huh?
Chef.
Yeah.
314.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I was watching the one program and they said the reason most American cuisine is imported. Like, if you know, like imports came in. So anything that like pizza's not from America, pizza's Italian. But the American pizza's different to the pizza you're gonna get in Italy. People in Italy spit on the idea of a Pizza Hut or a Domino's, man. That's an abomination to them. But the mainstay of the American diet is what? A steak. A massive ass plate of meat, because they had the abundance of meats. So they never had to make anything taste good or make anything. The actual cuisines which are made in America, most of it's shit. How many American restaurants do you see? And when you do have something that's American, what they really serving?
Mexican.
Big slabs of meat. Because when you can just serve up a man big slab of meat with the fat, it's very satiating. It makes people feel good. You ain't got to do nothing with that. Now, when you're from an area where you ain't got an abundance, you got to take the things that you do have and you got to make it taste good. That's why you got to find all the herbs and the seasonings, and you got to put meals together, because vegetables are not that satiating like a big slab of meat. So the actual one of the main reasons why the American diet is so fucked up is really because, like the elder was saying, it's the abundance of things, especially meat. Meat is like just there. You could live on meat every day. It's fairly cheap, like chicken, like every day. Okay? But you're supposed to have a balance, man. And your diet could be balanced any way you want. That's why you can go anywhere in the world and they have different things that replace different parts of your diet. Different proteins, different carbs. One part of the earth at one point they were dealing with rice. Another part of the earth was dealing with pasta. Another part of the earth didn't eat none of them things. They were eating
potatoes.
Another part, different staple foods. And in Turkey they probably got the bulgur, the cracked wheat. But that just served as part of a wider balanced diet, man. Okay? Certain people use different vegetables, man. Different green vegetables. Certain people might have the broccoli, certain people might have more of the spinach. But the whole point is that your diet is supposed to be naturally balanced, man. So you can pick and choose what you want in accordance with balance, man.
Genesis, the first chapter, verse 29.
So you ain't gotta go crazy, man.
And the Most High said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which the fruit is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be meat for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so.
Right, so we got the green herb, we read in Genesis 9 that you could eat the meat, but you got to balance the meat. Right? You got to balance the meat. You can't just be living on only meat. And then a lot of what came out of these vegans, because this whole vegan thing is being pushed in the media, like, because ultimately Esau wants to put you on that Soylent Green anyway. So he wants to reduce what you eat, like, to the point where you're popping pills, like vitamin pills. But a lot of them YouTube star vegans, they got caught out one by one eating meat and shit, because they were getting sick. Because there were certain things, their diet weren't balanced, man. There were certain things they weren't getting in their diet.
Vitamin B12, you can only get vitamin B12 from chicken or something like that.
Only? Oh, it's a good sauce.
It's a good sauce.
Yeah, well, there you go. So you might want to stick a little bit of chicken in it, but does that mean you gotta eat chicken like every day, like it's going out of style? No. But there's different things that offer you different, what's it called? Different benefits, man, and to a different degree. Like certain things might have more vitamin C than others. So you might have to, if you ain't got that other thing, you gotta eat that, but you gotta eat more of it to balance off. You know what I'm saying? It's all a balancing act in a balanced diet. Okay? It's not hard. It's not hard, but Esau'S made it where, oh my God. You know, it's just some big multi-complicated thing. You gotta hire a nutritionist. Oh man, just our forefathers had balanced diets, man, and they ate cheese. Now you can't eat dairy, it's bad for you. How can fucking dairy be bad for you when in the scriptures our forefathers ate dairy, man? You just don't overdo it, man. You're not supposed to be drinking liters of milk every day. Like, fuck, you know. Gotta keep the cows pregnant all year round and shit.
True.
Balance, man.
This is I'll just a quick one on that. Esau'S, the 33rd chapter, and I'll just go straight to the point in where's that? Verse 14. Good is set against God, against evil, and life against death. So it's the godly against the sinner against the godly. Point being, it says, so look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against the other. Pretty much the fairness what you were saying about balance and everything.
Yeah, everything has to be in the balance, even your diet. So on your plate, when you eat, there should be a balance. If like half of your plate is meat, then that's really out of balance, man. The majority of your plate is supposed to be other root vegetables, man. Green vegetables and so forth. Colored vegetables too, because you need certain B-carotenes and all them kind of things.
I think it was on a Netflix documentary, and he was investigating the vegan movement, and the conclusion he came to is you eat all your colours, you have a little bit of meat.
Yep.
You need to follow, eat your colours.
That's
There's a
it.
reason. Yeah, there's a reason why.
Not
really,
carbs, not carbs and protein. You
Yeah.
can't live off just the Western diet is basically carbs and fat and protein.
Yep.
And then everything else you need is like,
Nah,
you know, you might know you're supposed to be, we know vitamins, minerals. That's what, even in school they teach you that, right? The balanced diet. Vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, which you can only get from coconut oil. How many of them is in coconut oil? 9. Coconut oils.
You got more?
Okay. Sirach 30 and 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
So what usually happens is if a guy is in extreme poverty, it's both ways. If a guy is in extreme poverty, what happens? They normally become malnourished because they don't get in a full balance of things. Like they might just buy a bag of, there's certain places where all they could do is put money together and buy a bag of rice, and that's what they're eating. A bag of rice and some, that's not a balanced diet. So they end up becoming malnourished and fucked up. But then you get the people that have got too much money in abundance, they end up filling themselves on all the nice things, and they forget about the vegetables and the greens, and then they end up basically malnourished or overweight and that. You're supposed to be balanced in your approach towards food, man.
And then they start eating all the unclean. Like when you go to these upper class restaurants, it's just crab and all of that shit.
Yeah, which has toxins and all these different things like that.
They deem them a delicacy because the rarity is to catch them.
And like I said, let me get it.
Because even a guy was telling me, the chef where I work was telling me how there's one salmon, I can't remember, he's saying like the way
It's the most toxic. Yeah, the one that the farmed ones.
Yeah,
They're the ones toxic.
yeah. But he's saying like there's a rare kind of fish or something like that that's between the cold and, you know when you get the water divides between the salt water and the fresh water, there's like a fish that comes And they said like to eat that it costs a lot of money basically.
Japanese one.
I'm not too sure what it is. Even like wagyu beef, you know, all these delicacies that go through different the wagyu beef, what makes it so great is a marble in the fat marble in the steak.
Yeah.
And that's but
because
the point is the fat.
Fat is what gives you taste. Yeah. That's what gives anything taste. But again, there's nothing wrong with fat in your diet. You just gotta balance. You need fat. You know, one of the main reasons why people get Alzheimer's and shit, because they're not getting the proper fats that the body needs. They put people on them they started putting people on them what's it, anti-cholesterol tablets.
You need cholesterol.
You know them ones that reduce your cholesterol? But your fucking brain is made of cholesterol, man. So people go on them cholesterol. No, all you need to do is animal fats.
Oily fish.
You eat your oily fishes, which has got them essential oils. But if you're gonna eat lamb and that, you trim the fat. You trim the fat as much as possible. But you can have the fat. The fat, your body, it's a fuel. Your body will burn it. You know what I mean? But you see, they turn it into fat into something evil. It's not evil. You fucking balance it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to everything has a balance, man. Even water, if you drink too much of it, could kill you.
I think they were saying that the brain is like 70% fat.
Yeah, it's all fat, man.
Fat or water, I think, but it's mostly, no, it's 70% water, but what's left over is mostly fat.
Yeah, of course. So if you deprive your body of the fat, what's going to happen? You're damaging your brain, man. So you do need fats. All right? You got that in Sirach?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 8 and 4. The Lord has created medicine out of the earth.
Now the food itself, in itself, is a general medicine. Your body, in order to have a strong immune system and everything, your body needs the proper materials. That's what a balanced diet is supposed to provide. The vitamins, the minerals, the fatty acids, all these different things, the proteins, that's what repairs your body. If you don't get enough protein, your body can't repair itself when you're going out working all day and doing damage.
Sleep as well.
Sleep and all that. So the food itself is supposed to be like a medicine onto you, but then you might have a particular ailment that you might need to take a particular herb or particular food, more of it, to heal that particular thing that's wrong with you. Alright? Like if you got iron issues, like women that's got problems with losing too much iron deficiency, then kale has a high amount of iron. I forgot what else has it as well. Yeah, spinach has a high amount. Kale I think has more than spinach.
Ginger.
I think it was even pears, I'm not sure. Or pears might be vitamin K. I think that one of them fruits has got a surprising amount. Some stuff will surprise you. You're like, right, I didn't know that was in there. So you look that up and then you might add more of that to your diet to try and get the iron. Or black pepper, I believe, helps in or one of them things helps in uptake of iron or whatever. But
that's
because you got certain things you can eat that help you to uptake other things that's already in your diet, man.
Yeah. Black pepper, because even they say like when you pair black pepper, okay, I've got 2 points.
Turmeric,
that's a good point. But black pepper is actually, I'd say, like a conduit basically.
That's what I'm saying.
It allows you to take in more of the nutrients.
It's like an activator.
Yeah.
Catalyst.
It's a catalyst. Yeah, so like a lot of people say I looked it up before, but the main one was turmeric and black pepper. And they say that it basically engages the amount of turmeric that can go into your body, your height.
So food is supposed to be an extension of your well-being, but in the Western world, food is food and medicine is medicine. It's like the older was going into. They've separated it. So that legacy of knowledge where I know this brother's parents and grandparents were back home and there's something going wrong with man's granddad is running out to the bush and drawing for a few leaf but in the Western world, that's knowledge there's a disconnect. That knowledge weren't passed down. There came a point where like granddad's talking ish, you know what I'm saying? What's he talking about? Guy and I get bush from out of that, Hey, my grandparents to this day, when they go back home and they come back in the suitcase, it's got herbs in there. For ailments they got, man. They ain't just bringing back, sweets. Ray and nephews, that could be
that could be a medicine.
they're bringing back different herbs and stuff. But that knowledge is going to come back on the earth.
But you know, it's funny you even said that as well, because my mum's side, they're like from the king's line, but their lineage is like roots. Like they actually like the herbs, you know, old school.
Specialize in
the herbs, innit?
Yeah. Herbs and the roots, even clay.
Yeah.
Certain clay can heal a lot, because clay, look man, why do you think the scriptures say we're made from the dust of the earth? We literally are. Yeah. Everything we eat, where do you think it comes out? If you notice you put a seed in the ground, where do you think the actual plant grows from? Think it just grows by itself? It's actually sucking nutrients out of the ground and building itself. When you eat the plant, you're basically eating the dirt, man.
That's why you have the air of salmon for the earth, man.
Because
That's what I was gonna say.
everything we're made of is elements which are found in the dirt, basically.
So you need good dirt.
You know, you need
Good dirt.
That's why you have the fertile.
Present. Good
right.
dirt.
Now, you know that certain types of clays is actually medicinal.
Yeah.
You've got certain issues that's wrong with you, just like salts, because your body uses a lot of salts.
Friend of mine.
Yeah, I was shy. When he took the mud and he took, cleansed the guy for the blindness.
For the eyes. The mud.
Yeah.
Now, there's certain clay that people, I think the Native American Indians, they dig down and get a certain clay and they mix it with the water and drink it. Because that clay is just filled with loads of minerals and things that your body needs. Now, you told that to someone, the average idiot, oh, it's dirt, like it's clay. Like, why would you? Because they don't have no understanding. They don't understand the trick knowledge.
Say he had a documentary. They were showing these animals running towards this dam, and it was like a whole bunch of animals, and it was like a high altitude, and like it was very inclined, right? And all of these animals, I think it was ibex, they was licking the stone. It was a stone that had like high salt content in there, which they can't survive with that.
There you go. So salt is another one your body needs. Salt. It's all parts of it. People run away from eating salt. Bro.
Salt is a rock.
Bro, stop it, man. Stop it. Calm yourself down. Now, if you have too much salt in your diet, it becomes out of balance. It becomes a problem. But the Western reaction is some fucking eco warrior will say, no salt in your diet, and then they'll run around on some eye towel. Bro, you could cause yourself, if you're in a hot country, you could cause yourself some problems.
Yeah.
So why do you think salt was so sought after in the ancient world, man? Because you sweat, you lose salt, and you run out of salt in your body, you start getting nerve problems, man. Start twitching and...
I remember, playing basketball. I remember the people, I'm sure you've seen it. You see them, they sweat, and when the sweat dries, it's white. White, and that's the salt from their body.
I believe electrolytes.
Yeah, electrolytes.
Yeah.
So you get a byproduct of like, playing exercise or playing a sport, get cramps. And as far as I know, that's a lack of salt in your system.
Yeah.
I was told a hack, when you get a cramp, eat a packet of ready salted crisp, basically.
Because your nervous system, I'm giving it away now. I did study biology. Your nervous system runs off salt, potassium. You need that potassium. So you run out of potassium, your nerves can't fire. Wow. That's how your nerve. You could go look it up. That's why you got to learn about the body, man. So when you ain't got salt, it starts fucking up your nervous system. But at the same time, too much salt draw the water out your cells and dehydrate you. So it's a balancing act, man. Homeostasis. Hey, yo, that's how the Lord designed our bodies, man, to naturally balance things. That's why you drink too much water, your body wants to balance it by taking a piss. Check that out.
The Lord has created the medicine out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
He that is wise will not abhor. So what you're not going to abhor, that knowledge should be taught in school. Really should be taught in the home, but if you're going to have a situation where as you have in this society where the parents really are out working all the time, they can't impart the legacy, then the school's supposed to impart the legacy. So in schools, they're supposed to teach you herbology and in food science teach you about the foods and why you need to eat them to make you healthy. But they touch on it a little bit, but they don't really go into it like that. They don't really go into it. So the average person in the West doesn't appreciate food. Food is just a delicacy for them, and they eat what tastes nice to them, and that's that. They don't eat for health. And then they wonder why they got a health crisis. Because you're not applying the knowledge, wisdom, or understanding that the Lord provided for that. And it weren't like it was something that we need to research. Like I was talking to one Moroccan chick, you know, and she was saying how that in Morocco they drink out of the clay pots. They've always drank out of the clay pots. They put the water in the clay vessels.
So you can get that residue.
There you go. And it's now they've done research and found out, that. But she was like, but we already knew that.
They knew that. And the highest level of that will be drinking out of a golden cup, which is going to be like, that's going to be really good for your body. They have what, colloidal gold, colloidal silver. That's just nothing but drinking out of a...
So it's better that means it's better than using plastic, right? So is it a new knowledge? Or is it an old knowledge that was cast away?
And you put your wine
Silverware?
you put your wine in a clay cistern, pour it into a golden cup.
There you go. Trick knowledge, right? Trick knowledge. All right? But it ain't knowledge that we just make it up now. This is knowledge that people had for ancient years. But Esau was like, you know what? Fuck all that. We're doing our own thing now. We got a better way. Well, just look at the results.
All you have was mud. You get a plastic bottle nowadays. I mean, you got glassware, but you get a plastic bottle nowadays. It's not going nowhere. It's going to be there in 50 years from now.
That's why you got a plastic island in the coast in the Pacific.
Who you gonna blame for that? Esau. Go on, man. What?
John, the 9th chapter.
Man didn't finish the other precept. Where's the other precept? Where am I?
Get a Surah.
We finished that.
Oh, he finished.
Oh, he finished? All right. No, I think there was more on that, but going into the position and all that.
What, Surah 38?
Surah. What verse?
38.
Certain time in your body, when you feed your body certain foods, right, and your body recognizes these foods, do you know that your body can actually start to crave those foods itself when you get ill?
Yeah.
That one, Greg Marriott was bringing it out. So he gets these athletes, on these regiments, and an athlete will start craving for certain foods when they got a deficiency. Sometimes you got to listen to your body. But you see, these people here, their cravings aren't based upon their body working. Their cravings are all the lust of their heart, man. But if you're in tune with your body and your body's used to getting good foods, your body will actually naturally start picking through the foods that you might need at a certain time. Because it's like, the last time I got that broccoli, it helped this. So I'm gonna crave that broccoli now, you know?
Or even
kind of like pregnant women, they crave
soil,
salt and things like that.
Crave that clay.
Yeah, dirt.
Yeah. Dogs, when they're sick, they eat the grass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Rasta man smoke it.
Back in Surah 38 and verse 5. Was not the water made sweet with the wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? And he have given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works.
Nah, skill. What is a skill? A technique. It's a science, man. These words all go hand in hand, and everything is a science, everything is a skill and a technique. Even food.
I got very good precepts.
So you get the word technology, man. Technology is a study of skill. The word tech means skill.
Techless. I got something to back you up.
I ain't talking about no Tech 9.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 16 to 17. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season, for strength and not for drunkenness.
Strength, man. So good food brings good health.
In due season. When you need your nourishment, you nourish yourself accordingly, and you don't eat for drunkenness. You don't just eat just because you let me eat this, let me eat that. You're meant to be eating, your food basically being your medicine. So you need like, you might have for example, you start your day, they say quote unquote oats or whatever. Some people don't even, they might miss their first meal, but it depends.
As long as you're getting your requirements, then you're good.
They telling you what what you gotta eat in the morning or you ain't gotta do. Your body all built different.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, that's all a scam. Man.
Yeah.
A lot of that breakfast thing is because they got a breakfast industry, man. Pushing that milk, like calcium, and you don't need milk to get calcium. See, all that things is Esau, man. So Esau got everyone shoving sugary cereals down their kids'
like bloody crunchy nuts, 35% sugar.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It's gone over the top. See, it's out of balance, man.
The thing is, because you can get addicted to sugar, so they fill it up with all sugar.
It's the most addictive substance.
Did an experiment, it's more addictive than cocaine.
Sugar's hella addictive, man. But like my man Bernard Hopkins saying, it's supposed to be a treat. That's another thing people have no concept of. A treat. A treat is a small package, man. It's a treat. Now people have treats like a feast of treats. People do YouTube videos eating 1,000 Twinkies. Like, you should get slapped. We're doing some stupid shit like that.
This is the book of John, the 9th chapter, and I'll start from the top actually. And Yahushua passed by and he saw a man which was blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Yahushua answered, neither have this man sinned nor his parents, but the works of the Most High should be, but that the works of the Most High should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him
Psalms 104,
that sent me
15.
while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in this world, I am the light of the world. Point being, when he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and he made a clay of the spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay, and said unto him, go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way therefore and watched and came seeing.
Yeah, which really that's the power of the Lord. You can't heal blind people like that. That was signifying the power of the Lord and the baptism, man, in him. But I gotta read this precept here. Like alcohol. Now you don't want to drink alcohol, that's fine. But alcohol is a good example of balance. Alcohol is the Lord created alcohol is a good thing.
Well, one of the main things he said, he created wine to make man merry.
Yeah.
Also drink some
Longer wine, yeah.
But what happens when you overindulge in wine? It breaks your body
become a
down.
wino.
Yeah.
One of the essential things are blood of grape.
So you get people like these Christians turn up their nose at alcohol, or these Muslims, man. I'll be laughing at these dudes, man. Y'all, what kind of religion is that, man?
Can't drink or dance like.
Yeah, drink or dance.
Keep that. Or take a picture doing it, you know? And you can keep that religion, man. Like, what's up with that, man? You can't drink wine homes? Nah, man. Like, you can take that to the neighbors, man. It's got
Money is great. It's fermented grape, man. That's ridiculous, man.
And if you want to get all like technical with it, then you can't really eat a lot of fruit if you pick it from a tree. A lot of fruit start fermenting.
Yeah.
You know, what about vinegar?
Yeah.
Vinegar's hella health benefits and good for you.
Yeah.
But obviously them guys, you know, they're just, the Most High played a joke on them, innit? So when they find out that you could drink this whole time,
They're gonna binge drink. Like,
when they see brothers all like, yo, what are, you know, toe up and getting good, and them niggas in there dry as fuck. All this,
oh, stuck, yeah, the kingdom,
They're
yeah.
gonna want to drink when they're in slavery, man. Definitely gonna want to drink, man.
I suggest they do.
I got something on herbs. 2 Kings 4 and 38 to 41. And Elisha came again to Gilgal, and there was a dearth in the land.
What's a dearth? I know you knew, brother. Come on, man.
And the sons of the prophets were sitting before him, and he said unto his servants, set on the great pot and see pottage for the sons of the prophets. And one went out into the field to gather herbs, and found a wild vine, and gathered thereof wild gourds his lapful, and came and shred them into the pot of pottage, but they knew that they're not. So they poured out for the men to eat